Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
Hey everybody, John Peterson from John Peterson Photo. I'm here today with a quick little tip in Photoshop, and this is around selecting your skies. Now, I'm not one to normally do a lot of tips and tricks through the software. I think you guys all have your own preference for what tools you want to use and how you want to use them. But there is this cool new little feature that you may not have seen in Photoshop that came out recently with their sky replacement functionality. Now, I'm not one to replace skies. I enjoy the hunt and the natural process of shooting the skies, and I don't normally replace my skies. But what I do in every image is I will usually make an adjustment to the sky when I have a photo such as this that has both sky and land. So having a quick way to select the sky so I can make adjustments is a really helpful and time-saving thing to have. Previously I would select my sky using either magnetic lasso, or I'd use a tonality or luminosity mask. There's several different ways that you can select the sky. But in this case, let me show you how to quickly do it with just a couple of clicks. So let's say in this shot was taken actually out in Norway early last year before the lockdown happened. And this was early one morning as we were in the Lofoten area. And this stream had not frozen yet, so we thought we'd get a little shot of the stream and the mountains right after sunrise. And so we were up here shooting this. It was cold, it was not, super vibrant light, but still a really pretty scene. And if I want to add a little bit more punch to this, what I might do is want to add some contrast or some dynamics into the sky before I adjust my landscape. So if you go up in Photoshop, if you go up to the Select menu, you'll see Select Sky. And when you select that, the system will automatically identify the areas of the sky and put the marching ants around it. It does a really good job of doing this, and it adds a little natural feather to this so you don't have to feather the mask. So let's say I do this, I want to select it, and then I'm going to add a little curves adjustment. Let's say I want to darken just a little bit, and I want to bring up the lights to add some punch to it. Real quickly, I added some dynamic contrast into this image. You can see my mask over here where black conceals and white reveals. So the white areas have the adjustment and the black areas don't. Real quick, easy way to make adjustments to the sky. The other way to use this tool is to block out any adjustments that you might make to the landscape. So let me show you that real quick. So let me call up levels, and let's say I want to set my white point. And this will be a really extreme example. But let's say I want to make the snow pure white. It doesn't look like just after sunrise. It looks like daylight right now. But for this example, let's just assume we want to do this. So I've got the foreground looking great. I like that white point set. Unfortunately, it adjusted the entire sky. And so the way I can use this new sky selection tool is with this adjustment layer that I've just done. I'll come up to Select Sky, let the system do its thing, and then I will select Fill. And I want to fill this with black to block out all the adjustments on this layer. So when I do that, you can see my mask over here on the right. The sky is now black and the land is white. So the sky is being blocked from any of these landscape adjustments. Turn off that. So then here's the foreground adjustment turned off, turned on, turned off, turned on, and you can see how the sky doesn't change. So I hope that helps you guys, gives you a little insight, shows you a new little hidden tool in Photoshop that you might not have seen before. So use it as you will. If you got any questions, comments, always feel free to leave me a comment down below. Otherwise, stay tuned and thanks for watching. Bye-bye.